So I started working as a cook for Olive Garden. In the process of my wife and kids going to New Jersey, I had just started the job, so there's no way that I could attend. So I told her, go ahead on with the kids. To her mom was getting her high school diploma at 71 or 72 years old. So that was a great accomplishment, but I had just started working, so I couldn't attend. So they went to New Jersey, and they stayed from Friday to Sunday. That Sunday night, she called me and was like, she got something to tell me, and I was like, okay, tell me. She said, nah, I'll tell you when I get back down to Georgia. I'm like, all right, cool. She's like, but I got something to say, baby. She said, do you like Janet Jackson? I was like, yeah, I grew up on Janet Jackson. She's like, well, I got two third row tickets. I got two third row tickets that cost me $200 and something a piece. She said, do you want to go? I was like, yeah, sure, I love Janet Jackson. She's like, all right, just take me to dinner. So now I'm thinking in my mind, well, I'm going to take my wife. Maggiano's, Stony River, Cheesecake Factory, which she likes, I don't like, but it ain't about me. And so I'm in my mind brainstorming. So that's already set. So that next day we get off the phone. She's on the road, 5 a.m. That coming into that Monday morning, Sunday night. And I remember the text, love you, this, that, and the third. And I was working from 3 to 11 at Olive Garden. So I remember vividly, how can I forget, her cousin husband had called me. And he was crying profusely, and I'm like, yo, what's up? I'm like thinking I gotta go get some hammers. I'm thinking we gotta go back to back. And I was about to tell him, hey man, I don't care how many it is, all I'm telling you is just don't fall. We got this. But in my mind, I'm not thinking that he's gonna tell me the worst thing that I can possibly hear coming out of his mouth. So he's like gasping for air, trying to tell me what's going on. And I'm getting upset because this is my man's. I'm like, yo, what's wrong? I'm thinking that I got to go ahead and get right. Like, go suit up and let's go get dirty. He like, nah, it's your family. And a cold chill came over me. I was like, what you mean, my family? He said, they got an accident. They got an accident on the highway, man. They gone. All I can do is scream, ah, to the top of my fucking lungs. I screamed so loud that my next door neighbors banged on the door to find out what was wrong. My people opened the door and told them what's up. I was on the floor. These people got down on the floor crying with me. That shows you my character as a man, as a friend, as a father. Worst day of my life. It's not a day that I don't think about them. And I wanted to share this. Like, I've told people my story, but I want to tell the world. It was a hard pill to swallow, because not that they just got into an accident and they lost their life. When they hit the deer, because they hit a buck, when they hit the deer, the car disengaged. Beyond the car disengaging, they had no power. So the traffic is still going at high speeds of 75, 80 miles an hour. My family is on the side of the highway, like a little bit in traffic. But mind you, it's 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, pitch dark. A F-150 comes down, hits them at 75, 80 miles an hour. My son got it the worst because he was in the back seat. My wife was driving, my daughter in the passenger side. When that truck hit my family from behind, the car spent, I don't know how many times, from the hearing examiner telling me, spent so many times, hit the guardrail and exploded. So when I had to pay my respects to my wife and my kids, I had to pay my respects to 3 boxes of ashes because they was burned beyond recognition. My son and daughter, how they got recognized is through their dental records. My wife had a pacemaker. Sorry, y'all. I get emotional when I talk about this shit, because it'll never leave my heart, my mind, and my soul. You understand? Because I love them dearly, and I still do. And my wife was recognized because my wife had a pacemaker. My wife had a pacemaker, and that's how she was identified, because she was burned beyond recognition. One of the worst feelings in the world. First and foremost, not saying your proper goodbyes, but when it's time to say your goodbyes, you paying your goodbyes to 3 boxes of ashes. All I can look up is on the screen to see our life before. There's no after. You know what I mean? Worst day of my life. Worst day of my life, man. I didn't want to live. I wanted to die. I wanted to fucking die. Gun in hand. I just ain't had I didn't have the fucking heart to pull the trigger. Because I didn't want to be here no more. I did not want to be here no more. Time went on. And people ask me, how did you cope? How did you get over? I said, I never got over. How did I adapt to the situation at hand? Music and me dumping myself in work. I would go to work from 12 o'clock in the afternoon to 12 o'clock at night for a year straight. Not talking, headphones in, doing an amazing job. And that's how I got through. That's how I was able to breathe again. Whereas that I had to go on. And no one understand, they're looking down on me, proud of the man that I have become. Now we're going to fast forward a little bit. 2 years later. I get involved in a relationship because I wanted to feel loved. Even if you ain't give a fuck about me, I wanted you to tell me that you did. I wanted you to lie to me. Tell me you cared. Tell me that you that you adored me. It wasn't about stroking my ego. I needed that. I needed someone to show me some substance that they gave a fuck, even if they didn't at that moment. I did. And I started dating this young lady. And I impregnated her. And this is how God's designed. God took my family from me, right? Throughout the whole 9 months, this young lady that I was dating, just pregnant with my daughter, is in North Carolina. The whole 9 months of her pregnant, I sent her $150 every 2 weeks. I felt like that was the right thing to do. I'm not in the state. I'm in Georgia. She's in North Carolina. My daughter got to eat. In my mind and my soul, I felt like I had to do that, just so in my conscious state of mind, I could know that she's eating. She's feeding herself and our child. That's all I gave a fuck about. Doing the right thing. She had my daughter, beautiful little girl. My daughter was 1 month. She brought her to come see me. So tiny, you know, I couldn't stop smiling. It's alhamdulillah. Now I'm not working at the Olive Garden no more. I'm actually working for the Atlanta Braves as maintenance, which I'm very good at that. I've been doing it for a very long time. And my daughter was 3 months old. She called me and she said, I'm about to get put out my apartment. And I'm like, well, I'm giving you $300 a month. You can't add that to it? And I'll put a little bit more money to it? Like, what do you owe? She's like, nah, they're putting me out. I said, okay, all right. So what do you want to do? She said, I need you to come get Isabella. I said, you need me to come get Isabella? She said, yes, I need you to come get her because I can't take care of her right now. And if you can't come get her, I'm going to give her to my sister in Texas for temporary adoption. Me being the G that I am, I said, you must have lost your motherfucking mind. I'm on my way. Answer that phone when I get there. I'm mad, I'm disgusted, I'm crying, I'm confused, I'm hurt, I'm afraid. All the above, man. And I didn't have the money to make it down there. My boss seen me sobbing. He said, what's wrong, man? I told him what the spill was. That man gave me $150 and said, go get your daughter. Go get her, man. Go get her, Jeff. In the process of me starting my car up, I'm crying like a baby. I went and got my baby, thinking that it was a temporary thing. She said, I'll be back to get her, you know. I said, okay, you know, I'm gonna do the best job I can taking care of my bloodline. Now, mind you, I had to go find out all this information. Immunization shots, Medicaid, child care, CAPS, WIC, anything, any program that I was allowed for a woman was to get, I'm gonna get it too, goddammit. So my daughter's last name was Boss. Now it's Pickett. I'm gonna move a little forward. So 1 year go by, 2 years go by. She's still not having her stuff together. I'm not bashing her, by no means, because she could have did anything, but she gave me my daughter. So I'm not bashing her. I am so grateful for her to do what she did, giving me my daughter. Long story short, 2.5 years passed by. I got her in daycare, you know, prepping her for pre-K, kindergarten. 4 years go by. She calls me. I told her, you're not getting her back. After 4 years, you still hasn't asked for her, but you calling and see how she's doing. You're not getting her back. So what I do, I waited till my daughter turned 6 years old. And I went down there to the courthouse, applied for full custody, as well as for her to be legitimized to have my last name. August the 17th, 2024, I did exactly that. I went and got my daughter legitimized, and I went and got full custody. So what does that say about the man that I am? No one has to tell me I'm honorable. Even if you don't think it, I know the fuck I am. I'm not going to let nobody think or tell me what I am or what they think I am, because I know who I am. If you don't believe it, that's on your ass. It ain't on me. Because I'm cool with who I am as a person, as a father, as a motherfucking grown man. I'm cool with that. I'm not letting nobody taint my vision, because it's like where I came from to where I am now, 2 different channels. Now let's fast forward. My daughter is 7 going on 8, and I had her since she was 3 months old. What does that say about me? Do you honestly think I'm gonna have somebody come up in my circle with fuck shit and disturb my peace of where I came from to where I'm at? Not fucking happening. I can be the bad guy. You want me to be the villain? Well, I'm the fucking villain. But one thing you can say is this dude here gonna keep it real and always gonna keep it tall. So my daughter's 7 years old now. And when I look at her, I look at me. She has formed me to be a better father, a better man, a better person, a better human being. And no one can tell me that that was not God's design. I'm grateful, man. And I look at it like, man, if a person don't like me, that's all well and good. You ain't got to. You know? I'm not forcing myself to be liked. I'm not forcing myself to be loved. It's either with me, it's either you fuck with me or you don't. Ain't no in between with me. Because if the role reverse, it's either I'm gonna fuck with you or I'm not. But I can tell you this, if you got me as a friend, I'm like Chucky. I'm your motherfucking friend to the end. And I'll ride for you. I won't let nobody talk dirt about you. I'm checking it. You can get my last. You can get the shirt off my back if I fucks with you. And I feel like I'm a chosen one, because niggas like me don't come around only once in a fucking lifetime. I done been through hell, and I'm still here. Why would I not think I'm a chosen one? I done been shot twice. I done did 10 years in prison. Now that's my past. Let's talk about the present. I'm a supervisor at a hospital. I got my own business. I got my own apartment, leased in my name. I got a car. I got full custody of my daughter, as well as her legitimized to have my last name. But to all, I'm not cocky. I'm very confident. But to the weak, I may be misunderstood. And that's okay. That's okay. It's all right. Because I'm not people pleasing today. Like I said, either you fuck with me or you don't. I really don't care either way. You know what I'm saying? Because the only one that can stop me from being great is me and God. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. An opinion of someone, it don't hold no more value than you flushing a motherfucking toilet to me. You know what I'm saying? Just like shit. Because I don't care. Because I know who I am. A person's ways of how they think of me is not going to dictate how I feel about me. You feel me? And some people can call it cocky, but I call it confidence. Because if I don't believe in me, who else is? Other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I thought I had to share this story with y'all. And I say that, man, I done been through a lot. And I'm still here. And I got a lot of work to do. And the work is raising this beautiful little girl to be great one day. To be better than I can ever be. That's my focus. And to love the people that love me. Ride for the people that ride for me. Communicate with the people that communicate with me. I'm not forcing no communication. I'm not forcing anything for that matter. And if you don't like me, stay away from me. Simple. Because I know if I don't like somebody, I'm going to stay the fuck away from you. Just stay away from me. If that's the case. But I'm not people pleasing nobody. I'm not. It's too much at stake. So like me, love me, or leave me alone. But at the end of the day, I know I'm solid. I know I'm a protector. I'm a provider. I'm a great friend. I have great communication. And today, I ain't playing no games with nobody. And nor am I starting trouble neither. I'm just staying in my own lane, doing my own thing. So I say that to say this. Be great. Don't hate. Get cake. And always try to elevate. No matter what. You your best knower self. Don't let nobody stunt your growth. Don't let nobody tell you what you can't do towards life. As long as you get a chance to breathe and wake up in the morning, you got a chance. Straight up. Like Jadakiss said, if I can dance with her, then I got a chance with her. I'm just bugging y'all. Hey, now I wanted to share that with y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? My life ain't been easy, but I'm not complaining either. I'm blessed. I am truly blessed. And I hope that everybody has a blessed day as well. Stay up.